Diggity, diggity, yeah! Diggity, diggity, damn! Diggity, diggity, you! Diggity, diggity, woo! We got a damn! Hot damn! Good show for you today. Oh, yes, we have hot damn good show for today. Alright, so we'll start off with this. Yeah, it's not long enough.
After you go to the bathroom in your own home.
I wash my hands if I take a pit, or I wash my hands if I take a shit usually. If I just take a piss, no.
I'm sorry, what question are you asking?
I really hope I'm not outing myself if everybody does this and I'm the only one that doesn't, but no, I don't.
Why are you so abhorred by this? A, you're probably going to wash your hands through the cooking process, because he does bring up food. But urine sterile. And if you get shit on your hands, yeah, you're going to fucking wash them.
What?
I'm not going to wash my hands in my own home.
You cook food at home. That's where food...
First off, even if you handled food with a urine-soaked hand, it doesn't matter, because A, urine sterile, B, you cook food to 160. Anything that is living on that shit is dead. Also, you do know that way back in the day, and still today, they used cow urine, they boiled down urine, and use that as an antiseptic. Just saying.
You use your hand... What?
God, what a fucking pussy! Oh God, you wash before you pee? No, I don't wash my hands after I take a piss. Sorry, it's just my dick, and my dick is clean.
1 or 2.
No. No. You...
I wash my hands after I take a shit, but I'm not doing it every time I take a piss.
You... Pooping?
Or 3.
What's 3?
Do you wash your hands?
For women, I would guess menstrual blood. Or doing both. You ever had to take a shit and you started pissing in the middle of it? The only acceptable time men sit down to pee. Speaking of peeing. Fuck. Alright, well, I know it's early in the show, but now we're going to rush to Pow Her! Pow Her! New York. LGBTQIAO Equal Pay Awareness Day. So, wait a minute. If I set up a business... Not only can I pay women less, even though that's been illegal since the 60s, but apparently I can still do it. Not only can I pay women less, but if they're lesbians, I can pay them I can get them 50 cents on the dollar. Why is any lesbian unemployed? Seriously, if you can get a lesbian... For 50 cents on the dollar, every single CEO would be a lesbian. But let's see what she has to say.
I need your help on something important. Ensuring the health and well-being of the queer and trans communities.
Okay, if they are being denied health care at hospitals and medical facilities, I will stand and fight with you, unless if they're being denied purely based on them being queer, which I don't even know what the fuck that means. That used to be a bad word. And if trans people are being denied health care because they're trans, I will certainly stand and fight with you.
By ensuring fair pay and fair employment.
Well, now you've lost me. A, it is illegal to pay anyone a different wage because they happen to be a woman, gay, lesbian, trans, or anything else. Okay. And what was the other thing you said?
Employment. And fair employment. Ensuring fair pay and fair employment.
As for fair employment, that's up to the employee. And if your employment is not fair, then and is not compensating you in the way you want to be compensated, it is up to you to find another job.
Did you know that queer people of color, transgender, and non-binary workers earn about 70 cents to every dollar the average worker makes?
Really? Well, son of a bitch, if this is true, I'm only going to hire queer people of color workers. I get them 70 cents on the dollar. Oh, wait. They're not, because that's been illegal for getting to be 60 fucking years.
And around 50% of the queer and trans community face discrimination and harassment in the workplace.
Unfortunately for the trans community, they brought it upon themselves. Because a bunch of trans people said, well, I'm going to sue you if you don't recognize my pronouns. Meaning, I will get sued because I don't want to play pretend. Yeah, that's part of the reason. And plus, given the track record of trans employees, they're a walking headache. You know, I'm sorry, but if I see pronouns in a resume, I'm probably putting it on the do not hire pile. Because I know they're a walking headache.
New York is stepping up to tackle that pay gap with stronger laws and protection for workers. But guess what? The queer community is still dealing with serious issues like poverty, housing instability, and workplace discrimination.
Yeah, because you make it impossible to hire you, you quit at the slightest offense, and then you whine and bitch and launch a lawsuit. Yeah, you're not special. Just, that's it. You're not fucking special. I don't give a damn how you want to live your life. But I do expect you to be at work on time. And your black studies professor saying time is a white construct, yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't believe in black person time. I believe in the time set by the world clock. And also, if it's your company and you're stupid enough to turn away the best candidates because you don't like who they choose to sleep with, the law of capitalism. Capitalism, my commie dear. And I guarantee you hate capitalism. The capitalism, my commie dear, will take care of them. Because somebody like me who doesn't give a flying fuck, as long as you're not going to be a major headache, I don't give a fuck if you're gay, lesbian, trans, I don't give a shit. Identify as an attack helicopter, identify as ethereal, and spirit dance your lunch break away. As long as you can make me money, I will employ you. You will never have economic equality, because economic equality would require equity. And equity is a stupid idea.
UIA plus.
And every single person under any beam of the massively expanding rainbow these days can achieve anything. Okay, there are no fucking barriers. It's how hard do you want to work at it?
That's right.
To show you was sent to me by, let's call him a fan, as an angry response to our podcast discussion about the question of whether men would rather tell their feelings to a woman or a tree. He said,
Men really should tell their feelings to a tree and not a woman. Sorry, you just look weak.
understand, your podcast, when men are choosing the tree, read the comments to this video.
I can't move on. I can't move on. I won't allow myself to move on because you're all I want.
So small misunderstanding.
All right. I don't know if this guy is play acting or if he's serious. If he's serious, then I would slap this guy across the face and be, dude, one of the biggest tenets of being a man is stoicism. If a woman leaves you, be like, all right, have a nice life. See ya. And then move on to the next bitch.
That's terrifying. Right? This is a result of men seeing poorly written romance movies and thinking that it's relationship advice. When I said that most women I know actually...
What the fuck? What the fuck? Women read these poorly written romance novels and think that most men are 6 feet, 6-figured, and 6-packed. They think around every fucking goddamn street corner is their Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. All right? Women have an utter delusion about men. And simp-ass, sack-ass, sorry-ass jackasses like you are not helping. Oh, and by the way, I have no problem taking the Andrew Tates of the world to task.
Want men to be open and honest about their feelings. I didn't mean this. This isn't emotional availability. It's a tantrum.
I don't want nobody else.
No, I think maybe he's parroting you.
If this is what you think of when you hear the word emotional vulnerability.
Well, very often with men, when we have emotional vulnerability, that's when you get men that kill their women. Again, this is why stoicism needs to be preached to men. Not utterly devoid of emotion, but we can control our emotions. Because men that have emotional vulnerability that just give totally into their emotions, yeah, those are the motherfuckers that hack the ex-girlfriend into pieces.
Then I would also recommend you choose the tree. Don't do this to a woman. Unless it's a therapist that you're paying. Or a journal that's made of trees. You should be sharing your emotions to be understood better.
Oh my fucking God, you fucking share your emotions to be understood. Fuck you! Women cannot handle men's emotions. Because our emotions are way stronger. Again, women cry when they get a haircut they don't like. I have seen this happen with every female I've fucking known, my sister, and my mother. They get done at the salon, come home, hey, girls have a good day? And then they all cry, and I'm like, do I gotta kick a gay man's ass or something? Like, what happened? And they don't like their haircuts. They're crying like they got violated.
not to scare and manipulate the other person into giving you what...
Jesus Christ! This is why men need to be taught to be a little stoic. Again, I'm not saying that men should be emotionless monsters. No. But again, men's emotions are a little more violent. We're a little more on the cuff. And also, we have the power to destroy shit. If women had the power to destroy shit, no goddamn salon would be standing today. They'd be in business for 3 weeks, and then some bitch would burn that motherfucker to the ground. All right. Equal Pay Awareness Day for LGBTQ. Again, if I ran a company and knew that I could get lesbians for 50 cents of the dollar, my entire goddamn thing would... My entire company would be nothing but lesbians.
Hello, I'm Elsa Wiesinger, Program Associate at Power New York. Power New York is a network of over 100 gender and racial justice organizations working together to create economic equality.
Power! Yet you have 71 subscribers and reach absolutely no one. What's your real job, sweetheart? Generally, I would say if a man is going to cry, a man should cry in private. I truly mean that.
LGBT community faces, especially among transgender people and LGBT people of color. To achieve economic justice for the LGBT community, we need to address systemic issues LGBT New Yorkers face, like poverty, homelessness, and discrimination.
My stream will have more views at the end of the day, motherfucker.
We need to collect accurate and intersectional data on LGBT wage gaps to better understand the barriers.
There are no wage gaps. Gee, maybe it's because the LGBTQ EIEIO employees have to take all this fucking time off, this unpaid time off, mind you, to go protest and march in parades and do all the other stupid shit that happens every goddamn fucking June.
People face and how our efforts are.
Crying on the Movies fine. Crying at Mount Rushmore's fine. Niagara Falls fine. A play fine. Look, okay, look, there are places that are appropriate for men to cry, but generally I would say do it in private. But have a tier 2 slips here or there. This is TYT responding to the Bumstock ban being overturned by the Supreme Court.
To win the day, you have to first master the morning. But you can't have a fresh start unless your coffee is fresh.
By the way, I'd like to point out this is a commercial for America and haven't seen a single white person yet. Seen some Latino dude and some Afro black bitch.
So what's going to happen here? This is a stone cold fact. Literally hundreds of more people, and probably thousands, will die because of this decision.
And guess what, Jank? I don't care. Because what part of shall not be infringed do you not get, you fat, greasy fuck?
Otherwise legal semi-automatic firearms into a...
Well, if it was up to me, fully automatic guns would be legal. Again, what part of shall not be infringed do you not get? And again, it doesn't keep the guns out of the hands of criminals. Those motherfuckers find illegal ways to get fully automatic weapons. Yeah, fuck them and fuck you. You guys are also the party of defund the fucking police. Well, what do you want me to do?
Because it's awesome.
So that the gun naturally slides back and forth from recoil while being fired. If the shooter pulls forward at the same time, the trigger will hit his...
Fine! I am fine with civilians having automatic weapons! Fine! I'm a Second Amendment absolutist.
Finger quickly and repeatedly, creating the effect of machine gun fire.
The ninja thirsty.
Good! Guess what? Because here's the thing. Criminals will still get them. The only people any gun law affects are law-abiding gun owners. And that's it!
What it's designed to.
So cry me a fucking river and fuck you! Criminals will still get them. Us law-abiding citizens won't have them. So, fuck you for making life easier for criminals.
To do. It is not necessary nor useful in hunting or self-defense.
It is very useful in self-defense, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you were correct on the first 2 points. I'm an American citizen. I can have it. The Founding Fathers let people purchase cannons, the most powerful destructive weapon of the day, and load them onto their ships, or if they just wanted to have one in their front yard. Okay? Fuck you. Fuck gun. Oh, by the way, do you know gun control was actually born out of racism? It was born from the southern states that did not want blacks to have guns. I don't know, John, are you supporting a goddamn racist ideology there, boy? But you doing that, bro? You doing that? You doing that? Come on, boy.
There is one you might remember that the Trump administration actually decided to ban bump stocks after a shooter opened fire on a music festival in Las Vegas back.
And that law was bullshit. Sorry, I'm willing to sacrifice lives. And you guys have no problem with lives being sacrificed either because you're pro-fucking abortion.
In 2017.
And the Young Turks is repeatedly been up to the moment of birth. So the baby is, you know, a baby.
17, killing 58.
Again, I'm fine with abortion up to about 20 weeks.
People and wounding over 500 in just a matter of moments. It's one of the worst massacres in American history, and it was brought to you courtesy.
I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Thou shalt not be infringed is more important fact. And yeah, the Founding Fathers would have been just fine with somebody owning a nuke.
Liberals on the court. And so here's part of what Sonia Sotomayor had to say.
I don't really give a fuck what that fucking cunt has to say on anything.
Today, the court put...
And point, I'm going to actually go over that because I don't really give a shit what she has to say. She is the only Supreme Court justice that I have hated since the second I seen her. I'm like, this is a nasty fucking... The first time I seen her, I'm like, this is a nasty fucking... And I will do kitten flips the day she's off the fucking court. Or dies, whichever comes first.
If you look at the United States and how women vote, overwhelmingly Democrat. If only women voted.
Well, actually, if the Democratic Party has given up on men and just castigated all men, thank God, because we will not get another Democrat elected in at least my lifetime. Because there's way more conservative women than there are liberal men who want to be cocks to all these fucking feminist dipshits. So, you know what? I really hope they have. I really hope the Democrats have just pissed off 99% of men to the point they're not going to vote for him anymore. Because again, there's a lot of conservative ladies out there. And if that tip has happened, then Democrats will not hold power for probably 20-ish years. Maybe 30. You know, the time they would take it back would be either at the dead-ass end of my life or beyond my life.
In this country, blue. If only men voted in this country, 95% red.
Correct! Which is why we need to repeal the 19th.
Unfortunately, you got
Andrew Tate, I'm sorry, he's a fucking con artist. He's a con artist that sells young boys something they didn't need to pay money for. Oh yeah, go get that little shit music combo. Now I'll fucking suck my dick.
Let me see. Really got to talk to... So, all right. Bear with me. But there's a video where a guy is following a woman into an abortion clinic. Like she's walking up to an abortion clinic, and he's crying his eyes out, screaming, "Please don't kill my baby." And then he drops to his knees as she shakes him off and walks inside to terminate his son.
Look, I feel for the guy. I do. But at the same point, it's not his body on the line. It's not his life on the line. While it is rare women die in childbirth, it still happens. Women are the one who carry our children. If she truly does not want to carry said child, there should be no law that says she has to. Because once conception happens, that's it. The fetus is hers. Okay, I'll be completely fair. I'm not a doctor. I do not think there's a way to transfer a fetus from one womb to another. Again, could be fucking wrong. But Tim, while I support that guy's pain, and while I'll, give him a hug, brother, you can't expect your girlfriend or whoever this is to carry a baby for 9 months because there's other ways of abortion. The clinic is just the easiest. You can't expect her to carry a baby for 9 months if she doesn't want to. Sorry, at the end of the day, look, do I think men should have some reproductive rights? Yes. But I consider that in the financial sense. But when it comes to the actual carrying of the child, that's the woman's decision. And men have nothing to do with that one. If she doesn't want to carry it, then shut the fuck up. You can whine, you can bitch, you can complain, you can cry, you can moan. But at the end of the day, it's not you carrying it.
And he has no say.
Because again, men don't bear children. We're the seed givers. Look, let's give Tim Pool his perfect scenario. Woman gets pregnant, guy finds out about it. By the way, I will say this to the women. Why the fuck did you even tell the guy? Why? If you don't want kids and your boyfriend knocks you up, just go to the clinic and don't tell him. Just sell one of the $700 bags he gives you or something. I don't know. Just go to the clinic and don't tell him. If you're married, I don't know. Maybe the thing is a little different. I don't fucking know. All right, so she's wiping off mustard from a hot dog. Oh no, I sit in judgment over everyone. I'm the Lord of Patriarchy after all, so I sit in judgment over everyone.
Having said that,
All right, I have no idea what team the old bitch is rooting for. You know what? If that bitch can suck beer through a hot dog at her age, my God, what a wonderful blowjob she must have given. And if I had a time machine, I might meet that chick in her prime.